Hello, Cancer. Elsie here to do a reading. It is for the week ahead, Cancer. How you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks for clicking here. Cancer, if you want to know what's going on this week, at the end of this video, I'll put up the sneak peek for you. And meanwhile, this is going to be for the week ahead. We're doing a 9-card draw. If you have a Cancer placement in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, there could be something here for you. It is a general reading. Keep that in mind. It is for entertainment purposes, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it does, I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. All right, let's find out what's going on, Cancer. Oh, look, we're already at it here. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. What's been growing here? Feels like something's been growing. Tell me what's going on for Cancer. Oh, your ability to manifest. I feel like whatever you've been putting the hard work into, Cancer, is about to show up, because I feel what you don't realize is that you are creating your own reality. So I feel like while your head is down and you keep working, feels like you're very intentional, very hardworking, and we all know that. It feels like you're in the midst of manifesting something. Sometimes we can keep our brains busy, and that allows it to rest. And what I mean by that is we can keep it busy with things like coloring or painting or diamond painting or things like that. And sometimes it allows our minds to rest enough that we can think about the things we want rather than the things that we're actually working on. So it does feel like you've been waiting a long time for some sort of manifestation, but you haven't been sitting around. No, you haven't been sitting around just wishing and hoping that somebody comes by and sprinkles fairy dust on you. You've been working really, really hard for this. We've got the Queen of Cups. That's your energy. Queen of Cups tells me that whatever this is means something deeply and emotionally to you. It could be emotional connection. It could be, I consider this to be a mother or a father. It could be something like that. But it feels like there is a manifestation going on that means something really deeply for you. Very deep feeling manifestation. We've got the 10 of Cups. We've got the 6 of Wands. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's either been single for a really long time or who has been in this energy of being ready to meet someone for a long while. I feel like what you've been trying to grow here or manifest is family. Maybe getting closer to the family you already have, mother, sister, brother, dad, or maybe your own family, or maybe you're hoping to grow your own family. You could already be in a relationship where you're trying to grow your own family. This here is the mother or the father. It feels like this is something that if you were able to obtain it, that it would be considered a victory. I'm going to say that whatever this is, whatever it is that I'm talking about, it really is up to you. It's about how much time you're willing to wait. How patient are you? How intentional are you with your time, your effort, your energy, and your money? It could be very much that maybe it's feeling here like, I wish I could just have a relationship like my grandparents did, or like my parents did. If that's something that you would like to model yourself after, not everybody does. I feel like you are going to get some sort of victory in whatever it is that you're really working hard on manifesting. And it's going to make you emotionally happy. So I feel like you are not necessarily invested in when you reach the outcome, because the Knight of Pentacles is not that. The Knight of Pentacles is more interested in how intricate the work is, how perfect I can make the journey. The Knight of Pentacles is really focused on the pentacle world, focused on the trees, focused on the grass, focused on whatever it is that's going on in the pentacle world, and would consider that, like being on the journey and noticing everything on the journey, would consider that to be the victory. But it does feel like whatever this manifestation is that you've been waiting for a really long time for, I feel like it would either bring you joy or the hopes of having a family. Maybe you are somebody who is already coupled up, married. Maybe you're hoping to have children. Let's talk more. We have the 8 of Pentacles. This is the magic, right? This is the magic of manifestation. It's the place where everybody gets very frustrated. And that is, you can work toward your manifestation. You can act as though you already have it. But the key is to detach from the need. So I feel like you have been keeping your hands busy, keeping your mind busy. It feels like you're building something. You've been very patient. It feels like you've been nurturing whatever it is that you're planting along the way on your journey. And I feel like the key for you to get this manifestation to show up is the 8 of Cups. I really feel like you ask for it you work really hard for it, you do whatever you can to try and make it happen, and then you detach from the outcome. That's really the part where a lot of people get frustrated because they've been asking for years and nothing is showing up. This isn't, like I said, it's not a wish or a hope, or that you just get what you want if you kick your feet and yell loud enough. It's not what it is. Like, this is a really intricate, slow moving path, like a journey. And you really have to be so invested in the journey that you actually forget about the outcome, because the journey is what is going to indicate what the outcome actually is. So I feel like you are in that place. I feel like you're already in that place, that you have detached from what it is that you want. You're like, look, I'm just going to focus on the journey. I'm really patient. When I get there, but I'm going to continue manifesting along the way because it means a lot to me. It means a lot to you to get some sort of a victory. I feel like you're a person who probably has had a tough life, or who has had a lot of challenges in your life that maybe a lot of the people you know have not had to come up against. It feels like somebody here really just needs a win. I just really need a win, Elsie. That's what it feels like. And I feel like you have been doing everything that you're supposed to do. You've been taking notice of the journey. You've been keeping your head down, working really hard, taking notice of all the details on the journey. And you're like, it's got to be here somewhere. Like, I'm just going to detach from it then. Maybe I'm just going to detach from the outcome, and hopefully it shows up. And guess what? The Ace of Swords shows up. It's like a call, or an epiphany, a realization about how to get this victory in the journey here, how to get this success. It could come in as a phone call, friend, but I feel like the magic is in the Eight of Pentacles, or the Eight of Cups. It's in realizing that you are worth more than you've been settling for, detaching from the situation that is no longer serving you, and also detaching from the outcome and when it shows up. I'm not saying stop hoping for it, stop working toward it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is stop asking where it is. I want it now. 2 o'clock on Tuesday. How come it's not here? You said so. Yeah, that's not the way to get it. We got the 10 of Pentacles. So look, I think that there is, I think that something is showing up here for you. The Ace of Swords is telling me an epiphany or a realization. It could be a phone call, and it could be a phone call about something that means it not only is deeply emotional for you, but it feels like it also, you would consider it to be a win, a long-term win. It could be a windfall, but it also feels like it has something to do with family. It feels like it has something to do with family or legacy, or how you are going to build your legacy. I think that's why you don't mind being on this slow path here, because I think you're being very careful, very mindful, and very intentional about what you want to build as a legacy here. We're going to put 2 cards down on the side here, and this is what's going to be under the surface that you just can't quite see yet. We do have the Queen of Wands. Things are about to pick up, my friend. It feels like things are about to pick up. All of the hard work, all of the passion you've put into it. It feels like there is this energy of you having gone through a lot of being burnt to the ground and rising like the phoenix. Like, it feels like you've been through a lot of trials in your life. So the Queen of Wands is going to reach the throne all the time, because the Queen of Wands never gives up. She's, falls down 6 times, gets up 7, and she or he is the person who is resilient. There's no way you're not getting what you want. So I think the King of Swords is here to say, okay, now we can look at the details. Now we can look at the facts about, now that we're getting closer to the outcome, because I really do feel that you are getting really close to this outcome. Like, it feels like you're either going to get a call about a job, or a call about some sort of windfall, or yes, you do get the loan. It feels like you get the job, like you get the promotion or the raise. It feels like something here that you've wanted, and whatever that thing is for you, it feels like you've put a lot of work in on it, and I feel like you've heeded the warning of just detach. Just stop asking, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Like, Stewie, mama, mom, mummy. Yeah, tell you what, the Magician. What is this here? We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse, and we have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm going to say that there is something here that you really, really have been manifesting hard on. It does feel like there is something that you are choosing to create as a reality for you, and I feel like it involves the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles can be a lot of things. It can be stability with finances. It can be buying property. It can be material wealth, time, effort, energy, money. It can be your health. And it feels like there is something here that you've been carrying along for a very long while. And it feels like it's probably a financial burden or a health burden. It feels like you have been a person who's maybe been working a lot of jobs. It feels like you haven't really had much time to enjoy stability, because I really do feel like you are already in this place of the Queen of Pentacles. You could have a Capricorn placement, you don't have to, but the Queen of Pentacles is in the pre-Empress energy. And I feel as though you're just around the corner from being able to release some sort of a burden that you've been carrying, which I feel is been in the Pentacle world. Now, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse tells me you've done it on your own. I feel like that's why it feels so heavy, because there is something here that I feel that you've built on your own. You've tended the garden on your own. You've been really very persistent, I would say, at getting what you want, and you're not giving up until you get it. I feel like the Six of Pentacles tells me that people would come along and rather eat from the garden than help you till it or help you pull weeds. It feels like people are there with their hands out when you're ready, like when you've got something that is ready on the vine, I'm going to say, metaphorically, but it feels like nobody's around to help. Nobody's around to help take care of the garden, but everybody wants to eat from the garden. So I feel like you're ready. You're just about ready to harvest. It feels like the Magician energy tells me that you've been manifesting this, and it feels like you're in the very last steps of whatever it is that you really admire about someone, like love deeply. It feels like with the Queen, it feels like there is something here that is going to make you very, very happy. I would say joyful, because that's really what the Ten of Cups is, right? That's why I called the channel Ten of Cups Tarot. It's the apex of happiness. It's all the things that you want that make you emotionally joyful. We do have the Two of Swords. We do have the Queen of Swords. And we do have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I think that you did loosen your grip. So whatever it is that you loosened your grip on, I could be talking about a relationship. Maybe you've been single and alone, doing it by yourself, carrying all the burdens, carrying all of the, the time, the energy, the effort, the money, the material wealth, all of that. You've been doing it all and carrying it all on your own. But I feel like you finally loosened your grip. And I feel when you decided Queen of Swords is showing up, to be honest with yourself, and to, I would say, liberate yourself from the burden of, when is it going to be here? When is it going to be here? When is it going to be here? When you finally just left it alone, I think that it sort of removed some type of a block, because I feel like you started getting upset or frustrated or heartbroken that the universe had forgotten you. Look, the universe has not forgotten you, Cancer. I just want to say, it feels like you just had to loosen your grip a little bit. It almost felt like you had such a death grip on it that it felt to the universe like it was a need for you and not a want. And I feel like now that you have detached from it, now that I feel like you're on the journey and you're just really enjoying nature, enjoying saving money. It feels like you are on this beautiful journey, and it's almost as if you've forgotten what you really, really wanted at the end of all of this, because you're really so very taken with the journey. I think you've made friends. It feels like you're building from scratch, or maybe you're building a house. It feels like you're making some sort of foundation, and it feels like it's bringing in or attracting the types of people who are builders. So I'm going to say that you are on this journey, and I feel like you're meeting new friends. I feel like you're in new communities. It feels like you're finding people who are collaborative and cooperative. It's almost like all these little joys along the way are keeping you distracted from whatever the outcome is here, because there's the Three of Swords, and I was seeing it here with the Queen of Swords and the Two. I feel like it's sort of keeping you distracted from the Three of Swords here. We do have the World card. I feel like you totally have completely closed the door on feeling badly if you don't receive whatever it is that you expect that you want in the outcome. I don't feel you feel cheated by it anymore, is what I want to say. I feel like you've become so focused on and enveloped in the joy in the moment, I would say, in the moment, because that's why I see the Knight of Pentacles, right? It's like I don't have my head up looking around, looking at the guy next door, looking at the guy who's on the path ahead of me, wondering how they got there first. I'm not worried about that. What I'm looking at is I'm really living in the present moment and enjoying everything in my present moment. And I would say that it's the same as when you have a spoiled child. If you give the child something expensive and the child doesn't take care of it, why would you replace it and buy it with something more expensive? It's sort of the same thing. It's like it feels here like you've decided that, you know what I have in the present moment, I'm going to appreciate, and therefore more will be added to me. So I think that the World card is telling me that you wrap up a chapter of being sad or upset because you haven't yet reached some sort of imaginary finish line or pinnacle. And I feel like when you do that, when you do let go, you detach your emotions from whatever the outcome is, I feel like you get the call, you get the epiphany, you get the clarity, you get the contract, whatever this is to you. Communication, possibly. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. We've got the Page of Pentacles. The message comes in. We've got the King of Wands in the reverse. You stopped chasing it. That's what you did. Look, whatever you chase will run. It will run. And you'll continue to chase, but the King of Wands in the reverse knows what they want. It's not the King of Wands in the reverse it's not like they've lost their wisdom. I feel like the King of Wands in the reverse just stopped running after things. Started waiting, thinking, taking a moment, taking a breath. Maybe I'll just stay in today. Maybe I'll just focus practically on whatever it is that I'm doing today. I'll focus on me. It feels like kind of, I'm going to say the big lie that you dispel with the Ace of Swords is that you have to chase something. Because I feel like if you are in this energy of attracting, this sort of seductive energy, where you are attracting all the things that you want, that you really don't have to chase anything. And that's how you know what is yours, because what is yours will show up for you, because whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. It will in fact chase you down until it finds you. So I'm going to say in your case, this feels like this is maybe a handwritten letter. It feels like a contract, something that comes in the mail, possibly a delivery to your home. It feels like there's something here that is the catalyst of the Ace of Swords. So maybe this is like some sort of legal thing or some sort of contract or something that says, call this number if you're interested in still in signing this contract. So I feel like it's you take a moment out, you stopped chasing it, you disconnected from the outcome, you stopped chasing it, and I feel like you dispel the lie. It feels like the Seven of Swords is like you thought that you had left something behind, but I don't think that you did. I think that you detached and enjoyed the journey so you could have some sort of real clarity on what it is that you wanted to attract. I think you come to the realization, facts and data, you come to the realization that the thing that you wanted is actually arriving now because the fact that you stopped asking for it. You just put your head down and started enjoying the present moment. We're going to go into the extended. If you'd like to be there, I'm going to look at all these things here. We're going to clarify all these, hopefully give you an outcome. And if you're interested in that, please look at the pinned comment, which is at the top of all the comments. There is a link there for the membership. That's where I do all the extendeds. If you're interested in joining us over there, we've got quite a big group. We got a bunch of people that joined lately. And if you're interested in a private read, please know that I do private reads that are pre-recorded, also that are live. You do have to book for both of those in advance. So please go look at my timetable when I'm available and how long you would like to speak to me. The live calls are on sale always, and the pre-recorded readings are available. Please click on the link to Hypsee that is in the pinned comment. You will see all my prices, all my packages. I do a temporary sale on. It's only on until the 12th of August. It is a flash sale. It is a reading. It is a $25 reading. Please don't come to me with a long history of whatever you're trying to tell me. I'm not reading any backstories. You give me your question, tell me your sun, moon, rising, and maybe the signs of whoever you're dealing with, and I will read for you. Could be 10 minutes, could be 15 minutes, however long I feel I need in order to get a reasonable answer or something I'm happy to present to you as your answer. So it could be 10 minutes or less, but it is $25. You will get the reading back in 48 hours. It's only until the 12th. And if you want to get in on that, please do look at the link to Hypsee. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Thanks, Cancer, for hanging out with us. See you in the extended if that's where you're going to be. And if not, that's okay. I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care, Cancer. Bye-bye.